Alright guys, welcome back to the third part of the video editing tutorial. This is gonna be a quick showcase on adding the title card, the results screen, the extra music. This is probably the most fun because you can just pick what you want, do what you want. And so the first thing is I'm going to get our names on the screen here. Let's put that in the video overlay so it's on top. I adjusted that so it's centered against the size of the screen. And I'm not going to group them together. First thing I want to do is I'm going to put the title card here at the very beginning. So that's going to cover up everything. We're going to make that go away. And also bring in the arena soundtrack from Kirby. I'm going to move everything back a little bit. And usually I do a fade in. So if you come to the top left corner, where it says fade offset, bring in fade offset. I usually do it for half a second to a second. And that's just going to be 15 frames. I'm just going to do a full second. And quick test listen. So that doesn't quite match up. As you can see, the MP3 file here starts off quiet. I'm just going to split that, delete it, move it out here, do this again. So we don't want to listen to the whole track, and at the same time, we don't want it to be louder than the audio. So what I do is, of course, I'm going to cut this down. I'm going to split it where I think is a good splitting point. Usually, at the same time the title card transitions away, and lessen the volume on the track itself. It's going to fade out pretty quickly just because of the game music overlapping. So listen closely. So I'm going to split right there. At the same time, I'm also going to bring the background over so it doesn't appear when the video is fading in, but will be in place when the title card gets moved away in a moment. And for the rest of the audio, just on the top, near the top, just click on where it says gain. I'm going to bring this down about 7 decibels. So it's going to suddenly become quieter. I haven't quite figured out how to crossfade them well, but just listen to this. So that goes quiet. When I listen inside the game audio sounds, I may just cut it out entirely, or just let it fade out gradually, probably both. So I want to bring the title card in. So what's going to happen now is the way it is the title card is just going to disappear. All right, good evening, everybody. So that doesn't look okay. So if you go to transitions, this has several pre-made transitions on and changing screens, and I just like to mess around with these, choose different ones. So I kind of like, let's go ahead and bring in the zoom center. And what's going to happen? So it creates this. It's going to last just about a second. All right, good evening, everybody. So it's going to zoom in the original background. And I want us to fade in. So I'm gonna fade in our names for about 2 seconds. And just do another quick preview. All right, good evening, everybody, and Happy New Year. This is our first CGGP challenge for 2017. So I'm just gonna let that fade over the whole time it's on there, and so it'll sort of blend in quite well. I'm going to bring in the titles over, and I usually have those fade in, sometimes at the same time as the footage, other times not. I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to have those start to fade in once the screens are in, and so they'll all just be in everything will be going and running in less than 10 seconds. So just do another quick check. Alright, good evening everybody and Happy New Year. This is our first CGGP challenge for 2017. I'm Gunarm Dine, call me Dine. I'm here with Gold Glee Gamer 1.
Hello everybody.
And we are going to do a quick challenge of the arena mode in Kirby Superstar. It's going to be first to complete the arena. If you die, just start over and try. Okay, so that did end up blending a little well. I'm actually going to lower the voice audio a little bit, just a tad, so it's not overly loud.
Okay.
Alright, and so GoldenEye can still be heard. You usually have to take it down double digits of decibels to make it significantly lower. And it's basically the same thing at the end. So we're going to just come to the very end. I have the results card. I want to close the transition crate, go back to Project Media, come back to the results screen. And this is just going to be a reverse of before. So it's going to be an overlay. We're going to transition back to this title, to this card, and let's go ahead and let's just do an iris. Same thing, just set it right there. And the other thing I want to do is I want to make sure that the transition begins while we're still talking. And just listen to this. It goes on. Take care, people. And so that comes in like this is a pre-created results screen. And in terms of creating graphics and title cards and such, I can do another tutorial for that later. It's not hard. It's really fun if you enjoy using basically any kind of Paint Studio. I use Paint.net for this. So the last thing we need is the outro. And that, of course, is going to be the Kirby Victory theme. I'm going to bring that in. And this is going to require a little bit of cutting because if you listen... Here, people. So that just brings in the little star theme after you beat a boss in Spring Breeze. So we just want that last dance part. Again, very simple process. Just come in, split that audio where we want it. And I try to bring it in so the sound starts as soon as the transition's done. I'm going to bring in the background just a little bit more. Cut this down a bit. Bring it so it matches up with the end of the audio, and this is it. Content for you as the year goes on. Take care, people. And there's our outro. You can hear a split second of the first part of the theme. So I'm going to fix that really quick. It's only a couple frames. Just listen closely. Take care, people. Now, it was still there, but you really had to be listening for it. And that is basically it. We have the video ready to render and ready for upload. So if you haven't watched it yet, go ahead and watch this. GoldenEye did really well. You can see our final times on here. Both of us beat 10 minutes, which is pretty good for the arena. And if you have any questions, again, please leave a comment. Join the CGGP forums. Just let us know. We will bring you to our Discord server, answer your questions. This is a fun project and really helps develop some basic editing skills. And once you start with the foundation there, you really can take off and just have some fun. My advice, though, is for repeat projects, repeat editing projects, have your templates ready, keep it simple. Because it is easy and very possible to get burnt out if you try to be overly fancy. But again, if you have any questions, please leave a comment. Join the CGGP forums. Post there. Introduce yourself. I do try to check it daily. It's still kind of quiet, but I really hope this helps answer some frequently asked questions on how to create race videos from the different footage. Again, not very hard. It may look intimidating, but hey, this is the information age. We can take on anything. So if life is giving you a hard day, never be afraid to eat your pudding of the fork. You guys take care and enjoy the future videos, and hope to see you join something someday.